Hey, big sister. Long time no text, huh? Guess it must be like a year since we last texted, huh? This is your cute little sister, Haley. Happy to hear from you, I bet. I don't need this so early in the morning. What do you want? How could you say that? That's not very nice. What's not nice is stealing someone's husband. That's not nice. You really have Gal contacting me. I told you, it was meant to happen. It was unavoidable. I know that Randy met and married you first, but then he met me and fell in love. What can I say? Randy came to grips with his true feelings. All I did was respond in kind. You really shouldn't be so critical towards two people that are truly in love. Hearing that from someone who has no compassion or consideration for others just does not ring true. Yeah. Anyway, that's not why I contacted you. What the hell do you want? If you have something to say, get it over with, would ya? Oh, you bet I have something to say. Ready for this? We got a room at a luxury hotel and we're staying there for a whole week! 7 days! Wow, I am so happy for you. And guess which hotel? None other than the Merryweather Hotel! Wait, what? The Merryweather Hotel? Are you serious? I knew that would get all your attention. The suite room at the Merryweather is one of the most popular spots among famous celebrities. And to be staying there for a week? Oh, it's so mind-boggling. Obviously, it would just be me and Randy. Can I ask you something? The Merryweather has several hotels around the state. Is this the one right downtown on Market? That's the one. Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's your birthday tomorrow, wasn't it? A day early, but happy birthday, Cindy! Oh, I feel so bad. I mean, it's your birthday and I'm the one staying at a suite in the Merryweather with your ex-husband. Wow. You can't make this stuff up. I assure you, it's not as if I'm treating you with contempt or anything like that. I'm not, Cindy. What can I say? I'm so sorry. You have no intention of apologizing, do you? You got me there, sis. But I do feel a tiny bit of remorse for stealing the heir to a company. But you have to admit why super rich Randy is treating me to a 1-week stay at the Merryweather. He loves me. How else to explain it, right? Randy chose me over you. And you just can't stand that, can you? Well, you had it coming. Randy's former wife can grab a cardboard box from the trash heap and spend the night on the street while we lounge in our luxurious suite room drinking champagne. Not that I really care, but I would verify that reservation if I were you. Well, I better get going. Need to pack some things for our week-long stay. Can't forget my bathing suit. He'll drool over me when he sees it. 7 days is pretty long. I may need 2 suitcases. See you around. Yeah, whatever. Why do I even have to put up with this BS?
Hey, Cindy, you there? Man, I was super shocked. You made reservations at the Merryweather Hotel for 7 days. And you scheduled it so it coincided with your birthday. Nice touch. My love for you finally got through. These past 2 weeks were hell for me. I never stopped sending you my love through line. It finally reached you. I knew you would give me the benefit of the doubt. I'm ready to accept your love once again unconditionally. I'm here for you, my darling. 7 days of love and passion. The love that wavered a year ago feels like an eternity, but this suffering has finally ended. Our love has reawakened like a phoenix out of the inferno. So what's the number of this suite room that you reserved at the Merryweather? I'll be up there PDQ.
What the hell is this? And what does PDQ even mean?
There you are, Cindy. I was wondering when you were going to respond. A PDQ, pretty damn quick. Haven't you heard that expression?
Must be something you heard from Haley. Figures. So, what's this about? I thought you were engaged to my little sister Haley. I don't need this right now.
Yeah, about that. I'll explain all that to you later. Really dangling the bait, aren't you? Making me wait a whole hour. So, where's this suite room? Give me the room number. I just arrived at the hotel and asked at the desk about it, but they just gave me the runaround. I told them I was staying here with the person who made the reservation, but I was told it was private information or something, and they couldn't tell me.
Yeah, well, I got a call from the front desk about some suspicious guy asking about me. That's why I'm texting you. Hey, Randy, what the hell are you up to?
What am I up to? Seriously? You responded to my love line and made reservations at the Merriweather so we can celebrate your birthday and make love all week. Love and passion for a whole week. That's what I'm up to. We reaffirm our love for each other and become husband and wife again.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there, Randy. The person who made that reservation was my current boyfriend.
Pardon me?
After divorcing you, a friend of mine introduced me to a really nice guy. He wanted to celebrate my birthday, so he made reservations for a suite room here at the Merriweather Hotel.
Hold it a sec, Cindy. Are you saying you already have a boyfriend? Then why have you continued to accept my love line for the past 2 weeks? If you had no interest in me, you would have blocked me.
I never responded to your texts, and you can see I never read any of them. Other than your first one, and the one right now. I'm sure you're aware of that little red icon. I'm surprised you didn't take that as being shunned.
But you were...
When we got divorced, my lawyer gave me some sound advice. He warned me that you seemed a little reluctant to go through with the divorce, so I better be careful. That I shouldn't block you right away. I just sort of left it at that and forgot all about blocking you. I just ignore your texts as I do other stuff like spam mail. 2 weeks ago, I started getting a whole slew of messages. I thought it was some kind of spam. I was just going to call my lawyer and get his advice on how I could press charges, or at least get rid of this nuisance.
Yeah, but I was only trying to,
Where did you even hear about this hotel reservation anyway? We haven't talked at all after the divorce, so how?
My sister mentioned it to me.
Excuse me? Your sister? You mean Caroline?
Yeah, she found out I was sending the love line to you and told me you were going to spend a week at the Merriweather with your guy to commemorate your birthday.
Don't tell me you thought this guy was you.
Yeah, well...
Knowing Caroline, I think she was trying to tell you that I was already taken, and that you had better give it up.
Well, why didn't she just say that straight out then?
I guess it's a good time to tell you. The one that introduced me to my current boyfriend is Caroline, your sister.
Wait, what?
Your sister was a client of our company, and we had cordial business relations. So even after we divorced, we kept in touch. Well, long story short, she introduced me to the president of our company, and we started dating. That was like 6 or 7 months ago.
Are you saying that you're going out with my sister's boss? The president of her company.
That's right. Hooray! Hats off to you, Randy. Now that you realize your mistake, I would appreciate it if you would leave.
Damn you, Cindy. I gave up everything, even the right to take over my dad's business.
Hey, Cindy, dear sister. How you doing? Guess what? I'm just arriving at the Merriweather Hotel. I wonder if Randy's already here. that he's having a drink in the hotel lounge.
Haley, listen up.
I'm so sorry. I bet you're upset.
Sorry to dampen your spirits, but I'm already checked into my suite here at the Merryweather.
Pardon me. What are you talking about?
I'm saying I'm checked into the suite at the Merryweather with my boyfriend. That's what I'm talking about.
Am I hearing you right? You're checked in?
Before you go on a tangent, a little piece of information. My boyfriend is not Randy, just so you know. I met the guy long after I divorced Randy, so keep that in mind.
Hold it right there, Cindy. It was Randy who made reservations. That means you guys hijacked the suite room from us. How could you?
Correction. It was my current boyfriend who made the reservation. Randy has nothing whatsoever to do with any of this.
You're nuts. Anyway, I witnessed it with my own eyes. He had it written down in his schedule book. It said, reservations at the Merryweather Hotel, suite room, 7-day stay. What was that about then?
This is getting nowhere. Why don't you verify it with Randy? He'll explain everything. He was just making a note of my reservation. Not sure why. Better ask him, Haley.
But why would...
I guess he thought I made the reservation for him. My boyfriend made the reservation for us. But somehow he got it all screwed up and thought the lucky guy was him.
You're not making sense.
I just got a call from the front desk. Apparently there was some sort of commotion about some unruly guests asking about me. So I texted him, and hopefully I straightened things out with him. I asked him to leave. Not sure if he's there anymore.
Why is this happening? Why?
Excuse me?
He picked me over you. He dumped you. So why? Why did he even make that mistake? Why would he even think you invited him? Why did you come running here for God's sake?
Yeah, I know. Indeed, I wonder why. I really wish you guys would work it out yourselves, and just so you know, I've been receiving messages from him for the past 2 weeks. Apparently he wants to get back together with me.
No, come on. You can't be serious, Cindy.
Of course I have no interest whatsoever, so I just ignored it, but... One day, he heard that I made reservations at the Merryweather to celebrate my birthday, which led to this glorious mix-up.
Ugh. I think I have a headache coming on.
He's no longer in line to take over his father's business, and he's not exactly rich. I really don't see how he could have even afford a suite at the Merryweather. And for 7 nights? Forget it.
What the hell?
Well, that's the lowdown. Figure it out yourselves. This really does not concern us. Goodbye.
Randy, where the hell are you?
What is it, Haley?
I heard you were trying to rekindle your relationship with Cindy. Is that true? What the hell is going on?
I really don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb with me, Randy. I bet you're still pissed that I was caught coming out of that hotel with some guy 2 weeks ago. Is that why you wanted to get back with her? I only had a relationship with that guy once. I'm not seeing him anymore. It was just a one-time fling. Don't make a big deal out of it, for God's sake. Anyway, what is this crap about getting back with my sister?
Oh, shut your big fat mouth. I didn't know you were such a tart. Sleep with any guy, come on, really? If I'd known what kind of person you were, I would never have divorced Cindy.
What did you just say? Where the hell are you now?
You really think I'm gonna tell you?
You better tell me, or you're going to regret it. Randy! I'm warning you, I will marry you no matter what.
There's a story going around where this crazed woman was chasing a guy around holding a crumpled up sheet of paper in her hands. She was apparently screaming, "Marry me, sign the papers, I will never let you go." The witness said it was like some horror movie. Apparently, the guy looked scared out of his wits. Obviously, the police were called, but what's more, they did a lot of damage to the items in the area. I think they were at some expensive restaurant or something. Evidently, charges were brought against them, and they were ordered to pay considerable amount for the damages they incurred. With the compensation they had to pay me a year ago, plus this stuff, really left them as poor as a church mouse. Last I heard, they were working their butts off to pay off all of their debt that they had accumulated.
Hi, Jasmine. Aren't you home yet? Gone late, don't you think? I'm starving. When are you going to get dinner ready?
Are you kidding me, Mark? I just finished work and about to get on the subway.
The subway? Does that mean you won't be home anytime soon? A wife is supposed to get home before the husband and have dinner ready. That's what a normal married life's about.
I told you I had some overtime work today. There's some leftovers in the fridge. Make something yourself if you can't wait. Besides, we're both working, and I work further away. A longer commute. How the hell am I supposed to get home before you?
That's your problem. Figure it out for yourself, for God's sake. Don't rely on me to do everything. You're the wife here.
You know what, Mark? I was meaning to tell you. Instead of trying to solve your hunger issues right about the time when I finish work, can't you shift your thought process a wee bit and prepare a meal yourself? Or just buy something on your way home?
Pardon me? Cooking meals for your husband is a woman's job. Why does the man of the house have to prepare his own meal? Jeez. My mum was able to do all the housework and cook all the meals for my dad without even breaking a sweat. Why the hell can't you do it?
Duh! She wasn't working, that's why. She was a full-time housewife. She wasn't working at the office, which allowed her to focus 100% on her house chores. Is that so hard to understand? But in our case, we both work. The best arrangement would be to both share responsibilities. That seems fair, right? We both work, we're both tired when we finish work, and want to come home and relax. Our situations are exactly the same.
I call that BS idiocy. Mum is mum. You're completely different. Don't compare the two. One thing is certain. House chores and cooking, that's a woman's job. The thought of even allowing a husband to do housework is preposterous. I always thought you were pretty level-headed, but when it comes to this issue, you're like totally lame-brained.
You seem to have forgotten all about the promise you made before we got married. We agreed to share all household chores. Or have you conveniently suppressed that?
Just stop with the BS and get home to make me dinner. I'm starving. Just hurry it up, will ya?
Yeah, I hear you. But I'm just gonna pick up something on the way home. No way I'm cooking anything tonight.
Are you kidding me? Pick something up. What did I just finish saying to you, for Pete's sake?
Even if I get home and start cooking now, you'll be eating by... let's see, 10:30ish? You okay with that?
10:30-ish? Are you out of your mind? That's like 2 hours from now. I can't wait that long.
What am I supposed to do then? You refuse to even heat up any of the leftovers or pop that ready-made stuff in the microwave. Your only option seems to be, to die from malnutrition. It's that, or I buy something on the way home. That way, you won't go hungry.
But I wanted to.
So, what's it gonna be?
All right already, but just tonight. You got that.
Yeah.
Jasmine, can you spare some time? There's something I want to ask of you.
Oh, hi, Mom. What's up?
I know it's sudden and maybe out of line, but would you mind if I use your kitchen?
Our kitchen? You want to borrow our kitchen?
Yeah, I feel like an idiot. I have this party tomorrow with my friends, and we're supposed to each bring something. I was going to make some of my special cookies. And what do you know? Our oven is not working.
Oh, that's not good.
I was just going to call the repairman and have it fixed, but was told they won't be available until Monday. That's just too late. I remember that the one at your place is exactly the same model as ours, so I know how it works. So I figured I have all the cookies ready. Just have to pop them in the oven for a few hours and then let them cool. I'll time it from when you get back from work. So if it's not a bother, I'd appreciate it.
I don't mind at all, actually. The only problem is, I'm on a business trip right now, and I won't be back tonight. Mark said he was going to be pretty late tonight, too, so...
Oh my, that is a problem, isn't it?
But you still have the spare key we gave you, right? We won't be there. If you don't mind being there alone, go right ahead and use it. No problem.
Are you sure? I know you gave me the spare key just for emergencies. I really don't want to interfere with your daily routine or anything.
But it is an emergency, right? You called to ask permission. I don't see a problem here at all.
I'm so happy you feel that way, Jasmine. You're a lifesaver. I'll contact Mark and tell him what's up.
All right, no problem.
Hey, Jasmine, are you there? Your husband comes home and there's nobody to greet me. What the hell? I see you haven't done anything again. No household chores, no laundry, and of course, no meal. When are you ever going to learn, Jasmine? I just looked in the fridge, more leftover crap. You know I won't eat that stuff. And what's on the kitchen table, all wrapped up neat and all? Another cold meal. Why am I even working? This is what I come home to after a hard day's work. Oh God, this is the worst. Has your cooking gotten worse? Figures. You haven't cooked in so long. I give this meal an F-. This stuff isn't even fit for a dog. This goes right to the garbage dumper history. Good riddance.
Is that you, Mark? Do you realize what time it is? Don't tell me you just dumped tonight's dinner into the garbage.
The stuff that was prepared for you on the kitchen table? Yeah, straight into the garbage bin. It's all your fault, Jasmine. Always weaseling out of your household chores. Cooking this crap at the last minute. I've had enough.
Mark, have you forgotten? I'm on a business trip right now.
Huh? Business trip?
Yes, the client's office is pretty far, so I was told to stay overnight at the local business hotel. I told you about this the other night. I guess you weren't listening. Which means that if I'm not there, how the hell am I going to cook or clean? You tell me, Mark.
Huh? And what was that meal?
I asked your mom to cook something for you.
You asked Mum to cook me tonight's meal?
Yeah, your mom texted me and asked me if she could use our oven. It seems hers broke down or something. She used a spare key to get in. Since I wasn't going to be there, I asked her to prepare something for you. Actually, she offered to cook for you in exchange for using our kitchen.
Wait, what?
Your mom said she texted you about it. Did you get her message? Don't tell me you didn't see it.
What, you're kidding, right? I just saw the line message Mum sent. I got a whole slew of messages from my friend and I totally miss Mum's.
Good heavens, Mark. Did you really dump the stuff your mom made? You actually tossed it all out? You're not kidding.
I was only trying to, you know.
You really chucked it out. Your mom was super excited. She was all hyped up about making you your favorite chicken casserole. Don't tell me you threw out the stuff in the fridge too.
Wait, not that. You're not telling me Mum made that too, are ya?
Well, I sure don't remember making anything the last few days.
You can't be serious.
I'm surprised at you, Mark. I mean, you took a bite out of your mom's cooking, your favorite casserole, and you spit it out saying it tastes like crap and chuck it in the garbage? What's wrong with you, Mark? I thought you loved your mom's cooking. Has your taste buds gone haywire? Maybe it's just that you got in your head that anything I cook equals crap. That must be it. Self-induced mental whatever. Jasmine, are you texting with Mark right now? Mom? I'm really sorry about... Before you say anything, Jasmine, everything is fine. I know all about it.
Excuse me? Could it be that you're still at her place?
Yes, that's right. I'm at your place. I came into the place very quietly, so I think he still doesn't know I'm here.
Right. Can I ask what the situation is at the moment?
Before we get into any of that, there is something I wanted to convey to you. Although it may come as a total shock to you, but it's something that you need to know. I'm really sorry about this.
I'm not sure what you're getting at.
I was cooking and stepped out for a while to go and get some sugar and flour at the 24-hour supermarket down the street. On my way home, I spotted Mark and was just about to call out to him when he was with another woman.
Stop right there, Mom. What?
He was with some woman I've never seen before. He was saying goodbye to her just around the corner from your place. So I figure she lives nearby.
I see. A woman, huh?
I'm really sorry I had to tell you this, Jasmine. But I just couldn't keep such a thing from you. I thought you had the right to know. I hope you're not angry with me.
No, not at all. I'm actually grateful. To tell you the truth, I had my doubts about him for some time now. I started to get skeptical about his actions when he started complaining about my cooking and going out drinking until late. Something he never used to do when we first got married. He's probably going about his business like it's normal, but his daily routine and just the way he's been acting, it was sort of obvious, come to think of it.
I see. I'm so sorry, Jasmine. He's my son. I feel responsible.
No need for you to apologize, Mom. You've done nothing wrong.
You have every right to punish him. I'll leave that up to you to decide. Although he's my son, I'm on your side of this, Jasmine. We need to collect all the evidence we can get. So for now, let's go about our usual routine.
Thanks, Mom. Yes, let's do that.
Okay, so for now, I'll confront him about the casserole he tossed out. Give him a piece of my mind, but no mention of you-know-what. And Jasmine, get your emotions in check before you come home. Got that?
Yes, I'll do just that. Thanks, Mom.
Jasmine, where are ya? You know what just happened? Mum was right there in the house. She was here all along. She even saw me throw out a chicken casserole. What am I going to do? Why didn't you say something?
How was I supposed to know? Anyway, this was all of your own making, Mark.
Come on, Jasmine. Don't say that. Text her, would ya? When she gets this angry, there's no way I can put out the flame.
I'm not a firefighter. Don't ask me.
But you're friendly with her. You guys get along. She'll listen to you. Oh, come on, please. Just cool it then. Well, please.
None of my business. You work it out with her.
But, please.
I have a long drive back tomorrow, so I'm hitting the sack. Oh, yeah. I'm going to stop off at my folks' place on the way home, so I won't be back for the weekend.
Please, Jasmine, you can't leave me hanging.
Good night, Mark. Have fun.
Anyone pisses my mum off is going to suffer the consequences. What the hell is this? Why are you demanding compensation from me? And what's this about a divorce? When the hell did this happen? What did I do to deserve this?
You got the divorce papers from my lawyer, right? It's all in that affidavit. The compensation demands and why I'm asking for damages. Would you please read the darn thing before you start mouthing off at me?
What damages are you even talking about? What, are you accusing me of cheating on you? You think I got another woman or something?
No use denying it. I know all about it, Mark.
Huh? Excuse me?
The woman down the street? Her husband is away on that business trip. This has apparently been going on for, 6 months now?
Oh, what are you talking about?
You started complaining of my household chores and cooking because of her, right? She's a housewife that you so highly regard, unlike me. You sort of made out like I should be like your mom. This wonderful super housewife, which I must admit is... But in reality, you were comparing me to that woman.
No, Jasmine, you got me all wrong.
And just so you know, your mom is well aware of the whole situation.
You're kidding me.
She said she was fed up with you and said she will be staying at your sister's place for... Not sure how long. You better ask her.
Did she really say that? I don't believe it. My mum too. She's abandoned me too.
Just so you're aware, the one that witnessed you with that woman was your mom. She told me about her. No need to tell you why she's so pissed off. Well, that's all I have to say. If there is anything else, please talk to my lawyer first.
Please, Jasmine, let's talk about this.
Nothing to talk about, Mark. Goodbye. Well, it took some time to convince him, but with all the evidence, how could he not agree to the divorce? I was able to get all that I demanded for their infidelity. As a matter of fact, I just confirmed that the full amount was deposited into my account this morning. As for those two, I heard they started living together after her divorce. But they are apparently bickering constantly. The reason? Ironically, it was something to do with sharing household chores. With both of them in debt, they are evidently living in an old beat-up apartment down by Market Street, and both working day in and day out to pay off their debt. Because they were never home, their house turned into a frightful mess. What makes matters worse is that they keep demanding that the other do the housework, making the situation even worse. A real revolving door situation. I heard that the police were called on several occasions because of the heated arguments. Not a situation that could go on forever. They were eventually evicted, which was the last straw for that ill-fated relationship. Both of them apparently skipped town never to be seen again.
Maisie, are you there? We have to have a serious talk right now. I've had just about enough of this. Did you really eat my food out of the fridge? I made that food for me to eat and put the leftovers in the fridge to be my meal when I got home. Now I have nothing to eat.
Oh, hey there, Cheryl. Nice to hear from you too. If you really must know, Barry told me that it was if I ate that stuff. So I don't get why you think it's okay to be coming at me like this when it isn't even my fault. If you're really going to be so upset over this, maybe next time you should make enough food to feed the whole house. Have you ever thought of that?
And just what makes you think that I should have to cook your food as well as my own? Aren't you capable of cooking your own?
Did you seriously just say that to me? Are you being serious right now?
You know, I was okay with it happening if it was a couple times a month. I can let things like that slide. But you've been stealing my food out of the fridge almost every day now. I buy all of the ingredients myself, and now I've been paying for 2 or 3 people's worth of food just to have enough for myself. If you really want to eat my cooking, then the least you can do is help pay for it.
Wow, I really just can't believe you right now. Are you seriously trying to extort your husband's little sister for money with this shtick?
Look, I remember that you once told me that you worked freelance and only ever took home about $1,500 a month. It isn't like I can't understand why you would want someone to pay for your food.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just figured that since we're sisters-in-law now, that you would want to make sure that I was always taken care of. I mean, my brother is letting you live in his house after all. It really is the least you could do. But honestly, to try and steal from your own sister-in-law like you're doing now, well, I guess I just never thought you were that kind of person.
Are you seriously bringing this nonsense up again? You know that this isn't how things really are.
Well then, why don't you tell me how things really are then, huh?
The house that we're all living in belongs to my parents. How many times are you going to make me repeat myself?
Well, that might be true, but my brother is the one who earns all the money at home, right? So basically, if it weren't for him and his income, we wouldn't be able to live here, right? So the way I see it, the house really belongs to my brother.
You do know that I also have a job, don't you? I mean, you do realize that we both do leave the house every day to go to work where we have to earn our own income, right?
Right, but the main earner for the house is actually my brother, right? I mean, he earns more than the rest of us.
But the fact is that the house is my parents' house. It's my childhood house. You do understand that, right?
Cheryl. Don't you ever get tired of having the same conversation over and over again? I mean, can you really not see how selfish you're being? I'm going to show all these messages to Barry and make him set you straight. You're going to regret going up against me.
Cheryl, what is the matter with you? I just finished talking with Maisie and she told me all about the horrible things that you were saying to her. I thought I told you that you need to quit fighting with her. I think the least you could do to make up with her is to cook her dinner tonight. Honestly, how can you be so selfish and cruel to someone like Maisie?
All right then, Barry. I can do that if you pay me for the food that Maisie is going to eat.
Excuse me? You can't be serious about that, right? I know that you didn't seriously just suggest that to me. Do you even hear yourself right now? Honestly, sometimes dealing with you can be so difficult.
You probably already know this, but Maisie actually puts a lot of stock into you around here, even though it's my house. She seems to think that you have the run of things because you earn the most money. And yet, despite earning all that money, why aren't you doing more to pick up your sister's expenses if you pity her for having them so much?
Oh, what? This again? I don't think we really need to open this can of worms again.
Listen to me. Maisie used to only come over a few times a month, and I had no problem with it. But now she's here almost every day and is driving me up the wall. This house belongs to me, and I would just like a bit more privacy while here.
I see. So basically what you're saying is that you're going to try and go against me, the real breadwinner of the house?
Wait, what? What are you talking about right now? Please tell me that you didn't actually just say that. Do you even realize how ridiculous you're being right now?
That's right. I finally get what you've been trying to say this whole time. And if that's how you're going to be, then I will always take Maisie's side over you.
You can't be serious about this right now, right?
No, of course I'm serious. I'm the older brother, and it's my job to watch over my little sister. She's my family, and it's my duty to take care of her. You're the one in the wrong here.
And just what are you going to do about it, huh? Kick me out of my house?
Well, I have no other choice. I mean, if you're going to treat my little sister that way, then you have to be punished somehow, don't you think?
Hey, why don't we all calm down here for a moment and think really hard about this? Are you really sure there isn't something important that you're forgetting right now?
Don't try and come at me with your usual threats. They aren't going to work on me this time. Maisie and I are going to stay at my parents' tonight, but tomorrow, we're both coming home, got it? You have until then to move out of the house with all of your belongings in tow, or else I am divorcing you.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess I could always try and go to stay with some friends or something then.
I don't care where you go, just get out of this house already.
All right already. I understand it. Well, goodbye then.
Just stop texting me and leave already. If you can text, then you can pack. We want you out of this house right now. Hey, Cheryl, are you there? I'd really like to talk if you have a second. I feel we haven't talked since you left the house. I'm wondering if enough time has passed for you to think about what you did wrong. I just want you to know that if you're ready to apologize, then we can let you back in. But until then, you aren't allowed to come back home, okay? I mean, honestly, what is the point of keeping up all this fighting? For pride? That's silly. Just come back home and apologize to Maisie and I, and we can put all this behind us. Don't you see that?
Cheryl, are you there? Please stop this already. I mean, just how long do you think you can keep this up? All you have to do is come back home, say that you're sorry, and then my brother will forgive you for everything. Don't you want to come home? Don't you want to save your marriage? You can do all that, I promise. You just have to come to us and say that you're sorry for everything. Okay, seriously, Cheryl, what is going on here? Why are we having these heavy boxes being sent to the house right now? What is the meaning of this? Barry's gone to work, and I can't seem to get a hold of him. I need answers now. Do you understand me? Get back to me when you see these messages. Cheryl, are you there or not? This strange old couple showed up at the house, and they wouldn't leave until I beat them up and threw them off the property. I told them that the house belonged to my older brother, but they just didn't seem to believe me. They told me that they left the house to their daughter and didn't know how I was.
Maisie, are you serious? Have you seriously not figured out what's going on here yet?
Cheryl, you finally answered me. I want answers, and I want them now. Who were those old people? Are they friends of yours or something? Did you send them here to try and kick us out of the house? How could you be so cruel?
Do you really think those two old people are just complete strangers, totally unrelated to this situation? That was actually the second time ever that you've met those people.
Well then, who are they? I seriously have no idea who those old people were supposed to be.
They were my parents! Duh!
Wait, those two people were your parents?
That's right! My parents moved away to another state about 5 years ago because my dad got a transfer in his job. He just finished his stint away, and the two of them are finally coming back to their home. All those boxes that are showing up are full of their belongings.
No, you can't be serious about this. I mean, it's not their house. It belongs to my brother.
Maisie, you know that we've gone over this again and again and again. I told you that the house belongs to my parents.
But, so, you were being honest about all that?
Of course I was! And just because you tricked yourself into seeing it some other way doesn't change the facts on the ground. Did you seriously think I was lying about any of what I said?
So then, whose name is it on the deed to the house then? Yours or your parents'?
If you really want to know, my dad is written down as the owner of the house. I was taking care of the house while being allowed to stay in it while the two of them were away for work. That was just before Barry and I got married, and I invited him to move in with me and live together. Now, do you realize that you've been officially kicked out of that house?
I guess so. I suppose it would be weird for me to keep staying here if your parents were going to be living here.
Good. I'm glad we have this settled then. Now, why don't you run off back to your house already?
Hold on a second. What if my brother just buys the house from your parents? What do you think about that?
You're not serious about that, are you? You want him to buy the house.
Of course I'm serious. I mean, just think about it. If Barry buys the house, then nothing has to change at all.
Yeah, I really don't think that is going to work out well for you at all.
Why not? It's the perfect plan. I mean, Barry works for a huge company. Surely he earns enough to buy any house that he wants.
So I guess you really had no clue about any of the truth after all, huh?
The truth? What do you mean by that? What are you talking about?
This is going to be tough coming from me, but Barry only takes home about $1,700 a month.
Hold on a second. What did you just say? My older brother only earns $1,700 a month?
Well, even though Barry and I work at different companies, we're both about the same position in our respective jobs, and I make double what he makes.
Wait a second. You earn twice as much as Barry makes?
That's right. Although I guess I should make a connection. We're of similar rank in the company, but Barry is a temp, and I'm not.
Wait, what? Why am I just hearing about all this for the first time? What is going on here?
It was about a year after Barry and I got married. He made a huge mistake that ended up costing him his job, and he has always had trouble finding new work after that. He had actually stopped looking for some time before I told him that he needed to do something. So he went to work for a temp agency. Ever since then, he's been doing the same thing.
Seriously, I had no idea about any of this. I mean, is my brother really just a temp?
You can choose to believe me or not. It really doesn't affect the reality of the situation either way. But you should know that I've been paying for all of the utilities, food, and everything else that we've all been using at this house. That is why I have a problem with you spending more and more time here and suggesting that I pay for everything that you need as well.
I don't believe this. This is all too much to take in at once.
Well, anyways, I say all of this to explain to you why your brother won't be able to just buy this house like it's nothing.
So he's just another bum? Earning nothing?
I'm glad that you finally understand the situation. Now please, pack up your things and leave my house already. I can make sure to send some of your boxes to your address. The sooner you leave, the better.
But my parents are going to be so mad at me if I go back. Please don't make me go back there. You have no idea how strict they've always been. But if they found out some of the things I was saying to you or doing, then I don't know what they'll do to me.
Don't worry. I actually already called ahead to your parents, explained to them everything, and asked them not to be too mad at you.
So, you talked to my parents about all this already? They know about everything already? Oh no, this is really bad. What am I gonna do? I'll be in huge trouble back home.
That's right, I did. I imagine that they will be somewhat mad, but I don't think either of us can really blame them for that, right?
I suppose you're right, but I'm really scared.
That's okay. You just go on home now, okay?
I'm so sorry for everything I did and said before, Cheryl.
Cheryl, are you there? This is really serious. You had better get back to me. I had completely forgotten that your parents were getting back here today. Why didn't you ever remind me that they were coming today? I just got back from work and I saw the two of them there waiting for me. They looked so pissed. When I walked up to them to greet them, they both just started yelling at me, launching into this tirade about all the things wrong that I've done. Not only that, but I heard that you told Maisie about my job? Why would you do that? You've completely ruined the image that she has of me. Now my only sister hates me, and it's all your fault. Even my parents don't want me to live at their place anymore. What am I supposed to do? You have to help me.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We're getting a divorce.
Wait, what? You can't be serious, right? You really want to end things with me? I don't even understand what I did that was wrong. Please don't do this to me.
Of course I am. I am very serious.
But then I'll have nothing, no one. What am I supposed to do without you? Please don't do this to me. I need your help. Cheryl, please, come back. You can't leave me.
Without anywhere else to go, Barry had no choice but to try going to his parents' house one more time. Barry's parents have always really liked me, and when he went back, they were still furious with him for what he did to me. They also had no idea he was working for a temp agency. After our divorce, he found a new job at a famously strict company, although even after starting work there, he never regained the confidence of his little sister. I heard that he didn't even last long at the company and was eventually forced to go back to his parents for a second time. Maisie, now totally disillusioned with her older brother, decided to enroll in a beauty class and studied until she found a job at a salon and raised enough money to move out and live on her own, away from the rest of her family.
Hey, Sorrow, I heard that you quit your job at the company and are now proudly unemployed.
Huh? What is it, Aunt? Hold on. Who said I was unemployed? I got permission from Mom and I work part-time to help out the two of us at home. Also, I don't use that much money myself anyway, so I'm pretty sure I'm not being a burden.
Calm down, Sorrow, I was just joking. You want to become a comic book writer in the future, which is why you quit your full-time job, right?
Yeah, what's so bad about it? You make fun of me wanting to be a comic book writer, but I even have an editor, you know?
Yeah, I'm not making fun of you, Sorrow. I'm just kidding. I, for one, support you chasing your dreams.
Are you sure about that?
You're so serious, Sorrow, and I know exactly what you need to fix that. I'll introduce you to a cool part-time job that you could use in your stories or something.
I have a bad feeling about this. What do you mean a cool part-time job? You're not going to make me do anything illegal, are you?
Don't worry, this is completely legal. You know that I work in the Human Resources Department at my company, right?
Oh yeah, it's a pretty big company as well, right?
Yeah, you see, there's going to be a huge recruitment at my company's subsidiary company next month. I want you to apply.
Huh? But I have no intention of becoming a full-time employee at a company, you know?
I'm not telling you to join e-corporations, I'm telling you to go undercover. I want you to go to that interview as a spy so you can inspect the hiring process.
Inspect the hiring process? Why?
You see, I've received 2 reports from e-corporations telling me that there was something suspicious about the hiring process. There's something suspicious going on with the interviewers, you see? I mean, you just quit your job recently, right? It's going to be really believable if someone like that goes undercover, don't you think? This is perfect timing for you to do this job.
Yeah, but I wonder if I'll be able to do it.
I mean, it's an interesting side job, right? Like I said, you could use it in your comics or something. Besides, you won't need to do anything fancy. Just apply for a job and tell me what goes on in their hiring process. Oh, just make sure that they don't find out you're an inspector, I guess.
Well, I guess that doesn't sound that difficult, and it does sound like an interesting job, to be honest.
Why don't you first listen to the job explanation before making a decision?
I don't know. It sounds like a lot of unnecessary hassle.
If you accept, you're going to make a lot of money easily, you know. I know it's a bit of a strange part-time job, but you really won't have to do that much.
All right, I'll listen to the explanation first. Hello, Mr. Paolo. This is Ivan, the person in charge of the recruitment interviews at e-corporations. Good morning. Thank you for letting me know I passed the document screening yesterday. Yes, no problem. We're going to be contacting you and the others who passed the document screening mainly by text from now on. Is that all right for you? Yes, I understand. I look forward to working with you. Anyways, I heard that yours was a single-parent household and that we were raised by your mother growing up. Is this true? Yes, my father passed away when I was in middle school and I've been living with my mother ever since. Things were a bit rough after Dad passed away, but somehow my mom managed to pay for my tuition all the way until I graduated college. I see. All right, I understand.
Hi, Sorrow. The first selection round just finished, right? Thanks for your work.
Hello, Aunt Monica.
So, how was the interview process?
Right now it just feels like a regular selection process, but...
Is the interviewer pressuring you or something?
No, he just asked the usual questions. It was all just very standard and professional.
Is there anything in particular that caught your attention?
Let me think.
It's all right if you feel like it's nothing. Just give me anything that comes to your mind.
Oh yeah, I remember he seemed a bit too interested in my environment growing up as a child.
Your environment growing up as a child? What exactly do you mean by that?
One of the interviewers is a guy named Ivan, right? Do you know him?
Yes, he works at the Human Resources Department at e-corporations.
He asked me whether I was raised only by my mother by text, and in the actual interview, he asked me again in between 2 more standard questions. Well, it's true that I do live with my mother, just the 2 of us, but I don't really understand why he had asked me the same thing over and over. He's probably just concerned whether I would have taken care of her on my own if anything happened to her. Is what I thought during the interview, at least.
Interesting. This might have something to do with the reports I was already given. Did he ask this to the other applicants?
Oh, yeah. He asked similar questions like, do you live on your own? Or, are your parents currently healthy? That's why I thought he was only asking me all those questions to find out whether I would suddenly have to take leave just because of a family emergency or something.
I see. So he's more clever than I thought. Just to be clear, Ivan was the one who asked all of these questions.
Yep. All the other interviewers just asked standard interview questions, and Ivan would ask these other questions on top of that. What do you mean by Ivan's more clever than I thought, though? Do you suspect him of plotting something?
Yes, although we don't have any actual proof yet. He's made sure to cover his tracks and make it seem like he's been asking completely reasonable questions during the interview. I suspect that he only asked the other applicants stuff like, "Do you live on your own?" or "Are your parents currently healthy?" to mask his questions about you being raised by your mother. You need to keep going. He's going to slip up at one point or another.
So does that mean I should just contact me and tell me what to do before then, alright?
Got it. I will. Hi, Sorrow. Congratulations on completing the final interview.
Oh, hi, Aunt. Yeah, thanks. You say that like I'm actually applying for a job here.
Yeah, that was the joke. I'll get straight to the point, though. How was it?
Yep, that Ivan guy is suspicious. Just like you told me, he said something that made me think that he was very concerned that I was raised by a single mother. It was something like, "Are you sure you want to join our company? Because it may be a bit difficult for you to take a leave if your mother falls ill or something." I don't know why he had to tell me specifically that, though. I mean, don't all, well, I guess most of, the other employees have parents as well? I'll just give you the details later via an IC audio recording.
Okay, was there anything else?
Well, to be honest, I myself wondered if I was just imagining things or not, but do you want to hear it?
Of course, tell me. I hired you to tell me everything you noticed during the hiring process, remember?
It's about Ivan again. But there was an opportunity for all the people who passed the preliminary interview and all the interviews to gather and talk to each other. There was this one woman. Whenever Ivan would ask her a question, she would answer with the normal response. But I got the feeling that she was anxious the whole time. I mean, all the other applicants were anxious as well, but she seemed to be on the verge of panicking or something. It looked like she was avoiding his eyes when she was talking to him as well.
I'm guessing you don't happen to know why she was acting like that?
This is all just my personal opinion, and depending on how you look at it or how I tell it to you, it could come across as being very offensive. And I don't even know if it's related, but...
Just tell it to me, Sorrow. Do you remember her name?
I think her name was Anna. Why? Do you think Ivan is targeting beautiful women or something?
Yes. Well, women he finds attractive, to be more precise.
Just to be clear, I have no idea if this has anything to do with the hiring process, alright?
Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter how small you think it is, just tell it to me, because who knows if it could be important. There's always a chance that this whole situation will get solved by an unlikely clue. And just between you and me, I'm pretty sure that this is related to our case. You see, the 2 tips I got from insiders in E Corporation were also women that could be considered beautiful.
I get it. Well, I guess we really do have to investigate every clue no matter how unlikely, since we don't even have any proof yet.
No need to be impatient, Sorrow. There's also a high possibility that something will happen before they tell you you're hired, so don't let your guard down until I say it's over, okay?
What? Could it be that I'm going to be accepted?
Well, yes.
Wow, so, does this mean that...
Don't worry. We made it so that you being there wouldn't affect the final results, so you didn't make anyone fail the interview or anything if that's what you're worried about.
Oh, I see. It's fine if that's the case, though.
All right. We've just got a little more to go, so keep working hard. I feel like we're just about to catch him.
Alright, got it. Hello, Mr. Paolo. This is Ivan from E Corporations. Can you talk right now? Oh, hello. Thanks for your work with the interviews. Is there something you wanted to tell me? Well, you see, I told you that you were hired yesterday, right? Yes, thank you for choosing me to join the company. Yes, about that. I'm sorry, but I changed my mind and we're not going to be hiring you after all. Why exactly is that? Don't take this the wrong way. I am truly sorry I have to do this, but it's a rule of our company that we can't hire people who were raised by a single mother, which is why I'm going to have to revoke your job offer. What? You're not going to hire me because I was raised by a single mother? Yes, I had already confirmed that you were raised by a single mother growing up, but due to some mistakes by the other interviewers, you were accidentally given a pass. I was so close. We were almost fooled because he looked like a regular person on the outside, but in reality, he was raised by a single mother and thus is trash. Is what the other interviewer said. You see, he even went as far as ripping apart your resume. I'm sorry, but this just means that we just don't need someone like you in our company. I see. I hope you have better luck finding a job in the future. Well, goodbye. I'm sorry we raised your hopes only to tell you the truth. It's true that I was raised by a single mother, but... Don't you think it's a bit strange not accepting someone just because of that? That's called a prejudice, you know. Thinking that someone didn't have a good upbringing just because they were raised by a single parent. Are you sure it's all right for someone in your position in charge of the company's human resources? Mr. Paolo, why you... This is what I'm talking about. We're not a charity, you know. You're just a piece of trash whose place is to get judged by others, not judge them yourself. You can't just tell me your opinions like you matter, you know. All right. Then I have a question for you then. Does it mean that it is a requirement for e-corporations that any potential applicant must have been raised by both parents? You mentioned that it was a rule of the company, right? Well, put it simply, yes. I understand. But that's crazy, don't you think? I've never heard of a company that had a rule not allowing people raised by single parents until now. What's crazy about it? It's actually a very common practice, Mr. Paolo. In this day and age, people talk of diversity and equality, and companies have to pretend they support it or else they'll lose customers. But in reality, they couldn't care less and would rather not have to work with such people if possible. Wow, such people, huh? But the woman named Anna I was interviewed with said she was raised by a single mother herself as well. Yet I heard that she just got the job offer. I also heard that the other women who were in a different group as me and who were also raised by single mothers got job offers as well. What? Even if we look at the two past recruitments, this imbalance was pointed out to have been too extreme to be an accident. Would you like to explain what the meaning of this is? How do you know all those details? I don't know. Why don't you make a guess? What? Oh, I get it. I see what you're trying to tell me now. All right, fine. Let's make a deal. A deal? You can pretend I never contacted you about your job offer being canceled. And I'll even make sure you get an above average salary once you join the company. In return, I want you to pretend like you don't know anything about me using Anna's weaknesses to make her do as I say. You know what? I'll even make it better for you. If you keep quiet, I'll let you in on my plan and we can use Anna for our pleasure together. I see. Thank you for the proof that you were doing something illegitimate. Huh? Hold on, Mr. Paolo. I can assure you that making a deal with me here is going to benefit you much, much more than if you hand this information over to whoever you're working for. Please, think about this more carefully. Yeah, no thanks. I'm just doing this as a part-time job, you know? I never actually intended on joining this company, or any other company for that matter. Anyways, I especially appreciate that you told me all of this by text, where it won't disappear. What? Shit. Well, I had to try, you know? Congratulations, you caught me. But could you please tell me one thing before you leave? How did you know? Was it a trap? Well, it's not really that it's a trap. You were already being suspicious of being an unfair interviewer. What? But I made sure that I didn't leave any evidence. Who the hell are you even? You see, I received a request from your parent company to investigate this company's hiring process. I was an undercover inspector. What? You were an inspector from the parent company all this time? But I didn't receive any information about this. I don't see how you could have, because currently only 2 people know what I'm doing here. Well, I guess 3 now that you know as well. You see, before the final interview, I noticed that Anna was acting a bit strange. And so I told the person who hired me to this job about it. They did a bit of investigation themselves, and I got the chance to ask Anna about it herself. which is how we found out about your perverted practices. What did you say? What part of what I'm doing is perverted? All I'm doing is preventing people like you from joining our company. If anything, I should be given a raise for my efforts. First of all, you look down on people who were raised by a single parent, automatically considering them as being in poverty and of being no use to the company. Ivan, based on this ideology of yours, you failed every man like me that was raised by a single parent without exception. Women that were raised by a single mother, on the other hand, you hinted to the ones you found attractive and easy to manipulate that they might be hired, and everyone else you still failed. The ones you did let into this company, however, you used to satisfy your own pleasures, using their weaknesses to make them do whatever you say. You know even that? Your mistake was that you got too greedy after succeeding twice already and attempting to do it a third time. It looks like you were quite the devil in disguise, Ivan. How do you feel now? By the way, the person from the parent company who hired me has been sitting next to me and reading these texts the whole time. What? Please understand that there's no use trying to make excuses anymore. This can't be happening. To think that I was caught. Is this the end of everything for me? Is my life going to end now? Well, goodbye then. Damn it. After that, a bit more investigation was done on the case. It seems that Ivan wasn't the only interviewer that was using their position as an interviewer to get what they wanted. It was such a scandal that it was decided that everyone in the upper ranks of E-corporations would be fired and replaced. With Ivan, on the other hand, it seems that him abusing his power as an interviewer wasn't the only rule he broke. It was found out that he was also guilty of countless other offenses, and in the end, he ended up having to pay multiple alimonies and damage compensations to multiple people in multiple areas. But in the end, it was decided that he had malicious intent when he did all these things. So he was ultimately just fired as well. Since he couldn't rely on a severance package, he was forced to make money in any way that he could think of. And it seems he became extremely busy day in and day out. He still had to take a huge loan, and now he has to work all day while being in extreme poverty. It seems that every day is extremely painful for him.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.